Yo, 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 it's Overt Flow, and today we're doing something a little bit different than normal. So listen up, PC, we're going to be talking about the UFC today, because I always talk about the gameplay, and I always want to bring up the UFC and other things like that, but I never seem to be able to do it, so I thought it would be fun to talk a little bit about the UFC, because as most of you may know, I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. I've been doing it since I've been about 15, and I am now 20. And watch this wall bang really quick. Hit marker. Bam! UAV. I thought it was a nice wall bang. But anyway, guys, today we're going to be talking a little bit about the UFC, since I figured there's probably a lot of you that watch it. From what it seems like a lot of you guys watch it, actually, from what I've heard. So just figured it'd be fun to switch it up a little bit. But either way, we're going to be talking about UFC 141, Lesnar versus Overeem. I want to talk a little bit about that and about, the future fight between Overeem and Junior Dos Santos. First off, on the main card, I got to tell you who won. Jimmy Hedges beat Nam Pham by unanimous decision. Alexander Gustafsson actually beat Vladimir Matushenko by TKO at 2:35 of round 1. Vladdy actually ended up running straight into a punch, which is kind of sad. But hey, it happens. John Fitch fought Johnny Hendricks, and I thought it was going to be a one-way domination by John Fitch. But he did just come off of, that injury and a year off or something like that. So he actually lost by KO, a punch in round 1. Johnny Hendricks knocks him out in 12 seconds. Nate Diaz beat Donald Cerrone by unanimous. And Brock Lesnar lost to Alistair Overeem via TKO. Now, everybody was talking about this fight as far as the guys are super huge and stuff like that. And Brock Lesnar is a great grappler, whereas Alistair Overeem is fantastic standing up with striking. But the thing is, Alistair Overeem also has been practicing jiu-jitsu a long time, so I don't think it was really so much a striker versus grappler, because they both know how to grapple. And as far as, here's the results. If you haven't watched it, don't listen, but here's the results. Brock Lesnar came out, and I do believe that his game plan was to kind of strike with Overeem just a little bit, because obviously Alistair knows that he's going to want to go for the takedown. But if Brock shot right away, Alistair does have good wrestling takedown defense. So I figured that, Brock must have wanted to strike a little bit, kind of throw him off, and then go for the takedowns. Unfortunately, he never got that chance. And what happened was Alistair got cut over his eye by Brock, and then Alistair actually started delivering knees to Brock's midsection. And we all know that he just came off of, that surgery. Had diverticulitis. They removed 7 or 8 inches of his colon, actually. And he was, a year off. He had ring rust. Just came off of surgery. And on top of that, the guy's brand new to the sport. But either way, Alistair ended up kicking him with a liver shot. And basically, Brock covered up, and the ref stopped it. And Brock actually retired afterwards. So here's what's going on. And it makes sense that he would retire, yeah. And at the same time, it probably has a lot to do with the surgery. I'm sure if he didn't have that, disease, then, or that problem, the medical issues, if he didn't have those, he probably would not have retired. Consider the man is brand new to the sport. If he had a few years training, he could be great. But my problem is that they keep throwing Brock in with the top dogs of the sport, the top contenders, which is crazy considering the fact he's so new to the sport. Give the guy a break. Give him a normal guy is what I would think. But either way, I always loved it when Brock Lesnar fought, because of the fact that he kind of, there's always, sparks flying when he fights. He always promotes it and hypes it up, which I really enjoyed. And he's just a big dude. If he had years training, he would be phenomenal. And as far as Junior Dos Santos versus Alistair Overeem, I kind of want Junior Dos Santos to win, but it's kind of looking, the future's looking bleak for him as far as I'm concerned, because Junior Dos Santos is a fantastic boxer, don't get me wrong, but Alistair Overeem is an all-around striker. He did kickboxing and all that stuff. I'm going to go ahead and call Alistair Overeem is probably going to win this, but I'm hoping for Junior Dos Santos. Either way, I thought it was fun to switch it up just a little bit, you guys. Tell me what you think of the UFC if you watch it. If you didn't, then that's fine. Just did this to switch things up a little bit. I hope you enjoyed. I love you guys, and I am over and out.